I come close to you gently, like a messenger sent from heaven. Do not be afraid of these words. They reach you because there is something important that your heart needs to notice right now. Maybe you have not realized it yet, but someone very special is thinking about you right now. There is a connection between two souls that heaven knows very well. And for a beautiful reason, this message has found you today. You may be living a normal day, doing simple things. Even so, somewhere, this person is also remembering you. Sometimes it is a sudden memory, sometimes it is a feeling of missing you that appears without explanation. This connection is like a small flame burning inside the heart. Even when time passes or when paths seem far apart, that flame continues to exist quietly. I see moments when you wonder if someone truly thinks about you. You may have felt an emptiness or a doubt inside your heart. But I want you to know that your feelings have never been ignored by heaven. There are meetings in life that do not happen by accident. Some people appear in our story because there is something very special connecting both paths. Sometimes life creates distance before bringing two people closer. This happens so each one can grow, learn, and prepare for something greater. Maybe today you suddenly remembered someone without knowing why. Perhaps that person's name crossed your mind out of nowhere. Small signs like this are not always coincidences. I can also see that you have a sensitive heart. You feel things deeply, even when you try to hide it. That person feels something similar too. Even if they do not say it out loud, there is a thought that returns to you more often than you imagine. Time still holds moments that neither of you know yet. Stories can still happen, conversations can still appear, and paths may cross again. You do not need to rush or try to force anything. Some connections are cared for by heaven itself, and they move at the right moment. In the meantime, keep taking care of yourself. Keep smiling when you can, dreaming when you feel like it, and believing that beautiful things can still happen. Your energy, your kindness, and your unique way of being make a difference. Even without realizing it, you touch the hearts of the people around you. There is something special on your path that is still being formed. Sometimes the most important chapters of a story arrive when we least expect them. Pay attention to the small signs in life. An unexpected message, a different encounter, or even a thought that suddenly returns strongly to your heart. These simple details may be part of something bigger that is slowly approaching your life. Because at this exact moment, while you are listening to these words carefully, something in the world is also moving quietly, and a thought about you has just been born again in someone's heart. And there is something even more curious happening around your life right now. Sometimes two hearts begin to feel the same thing at the same moment, even when they are far away from each other. It is like an invisible thread gently connecting their thoughts. You may suddenly feel a memory coming back to your mind. A face, a voice, or a moment you once shared. When that happens, it can mean that the same memory is visiting the other heart as well. Connections like this are quiet, but they are strong. They do not need constant words to exist. Sometimes they live in small feelings that appear without warning. You might notice that certain songs, places, or little things start reminding you of someone. These moments can feel surprising, almost like your heart is trying to whisper something to you. The truth is that some bonds are not easily forgotten. Even when life becomes busy and time keeps moving, those special connections continue resting quietly inside the heart. There are times when that person may also stop for a moment and think about you. It might happen during a simple part of their day, when they least expect it. They may remember your smile, your kindness, or the way you made them feel understood. Some memories stay warm inside the soul for a very long time. Your presence once created something meaningful, and that kind of feeling rarely disappears completely. It remains like a small light waiting for the right moment. You may also feel moments when your heart becomes calm for no clear reason. A peaceful feeling that arrives softly, as if something good is near. Sometimes these feelings appear when two paths are slowly preparing to reconnect again. Not always in the way we expect, but in the way that life allows. Life has many surprising ways of bringing people together again. A simple message, an unexpected meeting, or even a situation that neither of you planned. What seems like coincidence on the outside can sometimes be part of a much deeper story being written quietly. For now, there is no need to worry about knowing every detail. Some parts of the journey reveal themselves only little by little. Your role right now is simple. Keep living your life with kindness, patience, and hope inside your heart. Because when someone truly carries a memory of you, that memory sometimes becomes a small bridge between two lives. And bridges have a special purpose. They exist so that two distant places may one day become connected again. The next days may bring small signs that make you pause and wonder. Something simple that suddenly feels meaningful. So stay attentive to what your heart feels in quiet moments, because somewhere, someone may be feeling the same mysterious pull toward you at this very time. There are moments when the heart senses something before the mind can understand it. You might feel a quiet curiosity growing inside you, like a gentle question that keeps returning. That feeling is not random. Sometimes two souls move through life like travelers on different roads. Yet even while walking apart, something inside them remembers the direction of the other. You may notice that certain thoughts return more often than before. A name, a smile, or a moment that suddenly feels alive again in your memory. These thoughts do not always appear loudly. Often they come softly, like a whisper that passes through your heart. And when that whisper arrives, it can mean that something unseen is slowly moving into place. There are times when the universe prepares a moment long before it happens. It arranges small details, simple situations, and quiet chances for two paths to move closer again. You may not see this preparation with your eyes. But deep inside, your heart may begin to feel a strange sense of anticipation. Perhaps you will start noticing patterns around you. Little coincidences that seem too perfect to ignore. Maybe you will hear the same name again. Or someone will mention something that reminds you of that special person. These tiny signs often appear before something meaningful unfolds. Life rarely announces big moments in advance. Instead, it drops small clues along the way. And those who pay attention to the quiet details sometimes begin to understand what is forming ahead. Your heart has a natural ability to recognize what is important for you. That is why certain memories refuse to fade completely. They stay close, like gentle lights guiding your emotions. Somewhere in the world, another heart may also be wondering about the same connection. They might not fully understand it either. Yet the feeling continues returning, just like it does for you. And as time keeps moving forward, the distance between two stories can slowly become smaller in ways that are difficult to explain. Because sometimes, without warning, life begins to move two souls closer again, and the moment when both finally notice it may be approaching sooner than either of them expects. Before you leave, I want to thank you for taking this moment to listen with your heart. Your time and your attention are very valuable, and it means a lot that you stayed here to receive this message that found its way to you today. If these words touch your heart in any way, I invite you to confirm that you received this message. You can do that by writing this phrase in the comments: God is faithful at all times. By doing this, you are not only confirming the message, but also declaring faith and hope over your life. Your voice and your presence here are important, and every message shared in faith can bring light and encouragement to someone else who may need it. And if you enjoy messages like this, I warmly invite you to become part of our community. Join our channel by subscribing and activating the notification bell so you do not miss the next messages that may arrive for you. Many more words of guidance, comfort, and inspiration are still coming, and the next message might be exactly what your heart needs to hear. Thank you again for being here and allowing this message to reach you.